Good morning to everyone. Welcome to MNG College. Myself Nayana R. My subject is physics. My topic is chapter 2 units and measurements. This chapter is very important and very easy. So in this chapter there are 2 to 3 marks in a CT. Okay, so units and measurements are usually we used in our daily life, like kg, liter, meter. Those are the measurements we generally used and their units. Okay, so first we have to know about a definition. What is the basic definition of a measurements? So measurement, a number that shows the size or amount of something, means we can express it is a number of or the size of something. Something means any one object we can see, so that we call a measurement. That number reference to the standard measurement, that we call measurement. Example, kg, liter, centimeter, pounds, like that. For example, if generally we used a scale in geometry, so that includes 15 centimeter. The final number is 15 centimeter. What is 15 centimeter? 15 is a number. Then centimeter, this shows the length of a scale, that we call a measurement. Okay, next one is the physical quantities. Physical means what? Physically that object can seen by the eye in our surrounding nature. Quantities means what? Number or size. Means it is a property of a material or a system that can be quantified by measurement. It can be expressed as a combination of a numerical value and a unit. Means the naturally occurred object can be measured, that we call physical quantity. ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನ ನಾವು ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಾದರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆನ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ನಂಬರ್. Unit means that represent a standard form. Means what is a unit here? A fixed amount or a number used as a standard of measurement, or a unit of measurement is a definite magnitude of a quantity. Means unit represent a representation of a quantity. For example, quantity means 1 kg is equals to 1000 grams. This is the standard measurements of a mass. Okay, so next one, there are two types of units are there. One is fundamental unit, another one is a derived units. What is a fundamental unit? Means it is a basic unit. Those are the quantities, means physical quantities, which are independent to each other, are called fundamental quantities, and their units are called fundamental units. Means generally the quantities that can be measured without any other's help, means without any other instrumental help, that we call fundamental units. That is independent to measure by itself. There are 7 fundamental units are there. These are the 7 fundamental units: length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, amount of substance. Okay, for this there are units are there and their symbols. For the length, meter; mass, kilogram; time, second; temperature, Kelvin. Generally that we used for the temperature degree Celsius, that we have to convert in the form of Kelvin by the degree Celsius plus 273 Kelvin. Okay, so next one is the electric current for the amperes A, and the luminous intensity candela CD, and amount of substance. Amount of substance means it is used, generally used in a chemistry. So that unit is mole. The symbol is MOL, mole. So these are the 7 quantities we can measure independently with each other. Means length in the form of only meter. Then time only seconds. Mass only in the form of kilograms. Okay, these are the independent to measure. So for this, additionally, there are two another quantities are there. Those are plane angle and the solid angle. Means angle of plane and angle of solid. Angle of plane means two-dimensional form. So two-dimensional ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು angle na we have to find out, means that. So this is the additional form. Plane angle, then units is radian, symbol is RAD. Next one, solid angle, unit is steroidian, and the symbol is SR. And this is very another one important, derived units. Derived means what? Bringing from the another one form to another one form. Okay, here derived units, those quantities, those physical quantities which are derived from fundamental units or quantities are called derived quantities, and their units are called derived units. Means these physical quantities are derived by the fundamental physical quantities. Fundamental quantities means this is a independent. Derived quantities means that depends on a fundamental quantities, that we call derived quantities. Their units are called derived units. Example, velocity, acceleration, force, work, energy, pressure, stress, those are the derived quantities. Okay, so here is the velocity. Velocity, we know that velocity V is equals to displacement per time. So this velocity is depends on a D, means distance, means that is a length. Next, T means what? Time, that is seconds. So length and a time is independent, means fundamental quantities. Okay, so velocity is depends on a length and a time. So this is velocity, we can consider as a derived quantity. Their unit is meter per second. So this is a derived unit. Okay, so by the combination of the, we considered both, means fundamental units and also derived units completely combined to form a system. So combinedly means all the units form a system. So for this all kind of physical quantities, there are 4 types of a system of units. Those are CGS system, FPS system, MKS system. So what is meant by the CGS system? C means centimeter, that is unit of length. Next, what is a G? G is a gram, that measures mass. Next is a S. S is a second for the time. So this is a capital first letter of a units, that is CGS system. Next one is a FPS system. F means foot, which measures length. P means pounds, that measures mass, means generally we used in a bakeries for 1 pound or half pound of a bread. So that is the unit for a mass. Next one is second for the time. Next, MKS system means meter for the length, kilogram for the mass, seconds for time. Okay, so to avoid, so these are the system is followed by so many countries in their own. Okay, for the to avoid the difficulties and the confusions, the unity of organization considered internationally those systems into one form, that is SI system, means the system of international, means all in the world completely they studied in the form, that is SI system. This system contains 7 fundamental units and 2 supplementary fundamental units, means in any world they studied in the form, that is SI system. Okay, to avoid the confusions and the difficulties. Okay, so those are the 7 fundamental quantities and the supplementary fundamental quantities or units considered as a SI system. Okay, so completely those two considered as a SI system. Okay, so today's class is over.